You have to really watch your inner child when you're at a farmer's market.
And to be kind to me.
I am raising future citizens of the United States of America. What do you do?
Speaking of two of the greatest moms we know, they're old-time friends. They're not old by any means. In fact, one is going to be celebrating a birthday with us along with Mother's Day today. Please welcome the Sidetracked Home executives, Peggy Jones and Pam Young.
We wanted to ask you two this morning about mothering. Now, we're going to meet your mother, and we're going to meet your daughters, and we're going to find out what kind of mothers you are. We're going to find out what kind of daughters you were and are. But we'd like to talk to you about mothering. Let's start with some of your expectations. And what was the hardest thing to deal with that you weren't expecting when you began to have children?
Boys. Oh,
Really?
I expected I would have just girls. And then I got 2 boys 13 months apart. And I wasn't prepared for what, at least I had climbers.
Oh,
My boys climbed. I'd come out and I'd look in the living room, I couldn't find the kids, and one of them would be up in the bookcase.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like they got to do that. I mean, it wasn't like, but I wouldn't think to say, now you can play here, but don't climb up into the bookcase.
One time we were in the living room and we get together and we just talk and we lose track of everything. And Chrissy was 3 at the time and he came out and he said, Mom, and Peg said, what? And he said, what happened to the balls? And she said, what balls? And he said, the refrigerator balls. And she said, refrigerator balls? What refrigerator balls? And we went in the bedroom, and he had taken a dozen eggs and given them to Jeffy, and he'd thrown them at the wall. And all over. They were in the carpeting, and the carpet was that green shag, and it looked like Caesar salad.
What was it about parenting that you were never told was going to happen?
I know, that you weren't going to get to sleep. That sleep deal, I can remember being so tired I was panicky. And babies take so much energy, and then to not be able to sleep, and you're used to it, you know, you're a young woman that can sleep in if you want to, and all of a sudden you can't.
I think the biggest fallacy was that you can't get pregnant if you're nursing.
I told her that.
And she named the baby after you.
You can't get pregnant if I've
Haven't
never
you
read any
heard
literature
that?
on that.
Have you heard that?
That's an
I've
old
heard
wives'
that.
tale that isn't true. Any of you out there that think it's true?
Forget it.
And we just met 2 women that are regulars on this program. Now we'd like to meet a woman and find out what kind of a woman produces 2 little girls who grow up to call themselves Sidetracked Home executives. The mother of Pam Young and Peggy Jones. Just one of her claims to fame. We welcome to AM Northwest, Dee Young. Good morning, Dee. That's the question looming in everybody's mind. What is Pam and Peggy's mom like? She has to be kind of a different sort of mom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know. I just put up with so much.
Like what? Like what?
Oh, it would take a 2-hour show to tell.
Are these the only 2 kids?
Yes.
I can understand that. After these 2, you would say no more. Well, I mean, really.
I really thought maybe I'd like to try one more time.
For a boy, hopefully.
For a boy.
Yeah.
You brought with you some presents that the girls had given to you for Mother's Day presents. Would you explain what you have, Dee?
Well, yes, this is a sleeve.
Made by...
A sleeve. It's
A
just
sleeve.
it's a
That's
sleeve.
it.
Okay.
And Pam learned how to knit when she was about 8.
Let's hold this up.
Isn't that gorgeous?
And it said, does it say Ma on it?
It says Ma.
Ma?
She was going to put Mama, but there wasn't room. So she just put Ma.
Was there going to be a sweater that went with that sleeve?
I think I thought I'll do a sweater, and then I got sick of it.
Well, you get tired of things at that age.
And where would I ever match
was
another
it.
No,
sleeve
you
to
couldn't
that?
match a
And
beauty
what would
like
the bodice look like? It would be
What's the other present?
And the other one, this Peggy made, oh dear.
I'll get it.
Uh-oh, priceless.
She made this when she was about 8 too. And she put to Mom, I love you. And then she thought, oh, I forgot
Can't
Dad.
leave without Dad.
So she put, and
Smart
Daddy.
child.
So
Okay.
then, After she grew up, on Mother's Day, she made me this. To Mom, I still love you, and Dad.
How old was she when she did that one?
About 40.
I want to introduce another generation now. We've met the Mom D, and you know Pam and Peg. I want you to meet, first of all, Allison. Her mom is Peggy, okay? And this is Joanna and Peggy, and their mom is Pam. All right, Mary, we have a little, someone extra here on the set.
We do have a little someone extra. Believe it or not, well, I'm going to ask you to tell us what that dog's name is.
Oh, me? Her name is Kitty.
Her name is Kitty.
She's a basset hound, and I had a basset hound, and she was killed on April Fool's Day, and Peggy bought me a new baby.
What's the occasion? Mother's Day and?
Today's my
Today's
birthday.
her birthday.
She's 44, and doesn't she look well?
Oh, boy, are you in trouble for that.
Adore who you are. Adore where you are. Adore who you're with.